Hello, and welcome to a Fallout 76 build episode. I've moved my camp to the ash heap right next to Rollins' work camp, and it's a spectacularly beautiful location. Actually, I must thank Mr. New Watoga, because he originally had a build here that was far superior to what I'm about to show you. He has since moved on to build a trade federation outside of the city of Watoga, and I decided to go ahead and try and do a rest stop trading post here. Now, again, the reason I choose these locations is it has an existing train tower, train station, something like that. And I wanted to build it around these raider style objects, the water tower, the spikes coming out of the ground. And then I toyed a little bit with stacking stairs to build a sniper tower. And as you can see, I ended up kind of scrapping this whole idea and going with something completely different. But this gives you an idea of the location and how difficult it is to build here because of all the existing objects. So my goal was to ring the area with the foundation pieces and then build up the walls around it. And it was kind of difficult. But it is complete, and it is now Momo's rest stop for chillin', not killin'. And you can come in here and pay a fee and have access to a stash box and workshop benches. Now this is made specifically for me to zip into survival mode because I do like a challenge and I would like to see what's going on in survival mode. I'm very familiar with the rules about aid drops and the amount of caps you can lose, but I decided that this might be a fun and interesting alternative to getting to one of the train stations. If you don't already know, you can only fast travel in survival mode to train stations, Vault 76, friendly camps, meaning people on your team, and to events. So the train stations have become basically killing grounds because people cannot get at their stash boxes, and if people already know where your camp is, you've got a problem. So I decided to build this. I kind of modeled it after the Brotherhood of Steel arms dealer that was on the Predwin. So basically, you can get in the front door. This is the locked door to my apartment area. I have the one set of stairs, only needed it there because you cannot build upper floors unless you have a set of stairs. So people can still reach me through the trade window. I have a stash box they cannot reach, and when you flip this switch, it opens the workbench area and a stash box. I have my one water purifier. Now this building also spawns about every 15 minutes. It's getting a little tiring, but it's still a good location. Also, every day it spawns a fusion core, has a safe. I just tucked my camp system there. So those little turrets are just to kill the NPCs that keep spawning inside. I have to block that off. Just going to drop in something small. Then I realized, oh, it was a stash box, so I had to go ahead and take them out. I don't want people to have access to the stash boxes. They can come in, and as you can see from as the tour continues, that you will see that there are food stations, a bed, everything that you can help yourself to for 0 caps. So let's take a look at that. This is the area with the rolling garage door. I just have to put down a little water pump here. The only reason I kept this area in is because sometimes these meat bags spawn rad scorpion stingers, and I'm desperately in need of 10 of them. And most of the ones I've killed either drop the eggs or the food, but never the stinger, and finding 10 of them has been a bit of a problem. There's the bed to build up your XP, the 3 ingredients you need for making adhesive, a cook station, spots to get your well-tuned perk up, some gourds for those of you making cranberry relish, also to boost your XP. And I ended up removing these trash cans and putting a cement wall because I also realized that they were also stash boxes. So there's a few little areas to plug the holes in. I left the top roof or floor wide open so people can look in, for one, and see that it's not a trap, and 2, you can fire in both directions. Right now I have so much spawning inside that having a turret or 2 inside is a really good idea to keep out the NPCs, and it's never ending. Some of the blocks were a little difficult to place. Some managed to place around and across the railway track, and others did not. Somehow managed to get this roof to snap off up here, snap on up here, so it conceals my living space from everything else. So people can jump up here if they have marsupial or a jetpack, check it all out. And these are all the stash boxes that will be removed. They can hop up on top and drop in and see what's going on. There's no point in really blocking it off, because that is the free to use zone, and then they can see in there and see that that is the paid zone, and that's it. A really simple Momo's Rest Stop trading place. And I will do a follow-up video to show you how I fared in survival mode. Probably tomorrow. It's the beginning of the 2nd week of survival, and if you make a certain number of legendary kills anywhere on the map, then you win the weapon of the week. So let's close the door on this build. Momo's Rest Stop for chillin', not killin'.